Hello, this is Falterfire. This is another video in my new player deck series. So this is a save that has a limited forge. It has a limited number of cards unlocked. And we have not done all of the quests yet, so there are additional cards that we don't have yet. The idea here is that the decks that I play here will be things that if you are a newer player, you should have all the cards or you will get all the cards relatively quickly. So I've already played first three characters, which means it's now time for Inna, who is frankly an incredible character. And the main question that, of course, has to be answered when building it in a deck is what you're going to do. Because Inna is a character that can do pretty much anything. Her passives, she gets a tool every turn, and her Mighty, Tough, and Adept are 10% more effective. Now, what this means is that because she doesn't have any clear pointing you towards any specific direction, you can do any number of things. This includes slower, tankier decks, more aggressive lists, and I just have to decide kind of what I want to do. Personally, I tend to favor slower Inna lists, and so I think I'm probably going to build this as a showcase of what a slow Inna list looks like and what it can do. But I will probably come back and do other stuff with Inna in the future. So this is probably going to be, you can always see the timestamp, so you know if this ends up being a longer video. This will probably be a relatively long video. So the first two things, if we're playing defensively, we want Tough, which reduces the damage that we take by 25%, 35% because we're Inna, and Hobble, which reduces the damage that enemies do by 25%. Heavy Stand also gives us Sturdy, which will give us additional max shield, so that we can build up more and more shield as the fight goes on. On top of that, we do want Deft Focus, which is a card that which is Inna's common mana card. It gives us a tool if we play it after a skill, and there are a lot of tools, and the thing to know is that although it is random which tool you get, there is some control over it in that there are certain tools you only get at certain points. And the other thing to know is that tools have every tool is going to be good, basically. There are no tools that you're really sad to see. So even though it may seem random, you get so much upside out of it that it is easily worth it. I like Haunted Memory. It's another way to get weak. It's another way to get curse. Or it's a way to get curse out, which we can use as a win condition. I think we don't have other curse sources right now. We do not, aside from the bottled ectoplasm, of course. I do also want at least one focus, so that gives us mana. I tend to like having some amount of growth, which would be here Moonlit Reverie, most likely. Because growth is one of the things that tools cannot do for you. We're going to have... Trying to think how we actually want to win. I do like Face Grace. That doesn't help us win, but it feels weird to have this many empty slots still after putting in mana. And part of it is we aren't fighting idols, so we don't necessarily need to put in Cleanse or Card Transformation in the starting deck, which we would want if we were fighting idols, which are the harder difficulty above depth 3. So I do like Infuse. Let's give us a way to deal damage to... it's actually a pretty okay way to scale up damage. Let's do Thriving Spirit. So this is going to be a Spirit deck. If we're going to do Spirits, I think that instead of the Infuse, I probably should just want a second Focus. And I think I also probably want a Defensive Field, so I can help keep the Spirits alive. So we're going to do that over the Face Grace. So we have solid defense, pretty expensive deck, but we have up to 6 mana cards effectively. And we're just going to play Summoned. You know what? I have all of this currency from this save. We can buy some stuff. So we only have access to the level 2 Inna cards, of course. Gather Equipment is pretty good. We can summon stuff with that. Brilliant Idea is great. lets us trade in tools for upgrading cards for the rest of combat, which is nice because we're playing a slower deck. Depth Focus we will take more of. Ingenuity, that seems fine. And then we will take more summon cards. Assisted Analysis we don't actually want because that doesn't directly help us. It takes up spots, so you can only have so many summons out at a time, and the Runic Sprites don't do damage, which makes them awkward. Those are good. I don't know that we want aid. I think we're going to just plan on playing a slower fight and letting our allies do things when they can. Spirit Shield is great. It lets us basically throw away our allies in exchange for just not taking any damage on a given turn. Shielding Bolt, of course. I don't tend to like Warcry. I think Warcry isn't that good. But I do actually want the Death Spores card because Area of Effect Arcane is pretty good. So we are going to be a slower deck, which means that decreasing mana is a bit questionable. I do like having the Cleanse. I do like having Legendary Strike and Flood of Insight. Those are just always good. And then Wave of Corruption is usually okay on Inna because we get a lot of debuffs from our tools. But I'm not totally certain we're going to get enough to justify it. We may just take Elemental Barriers. The last card we may take, I think we'll just take Decreasing Mana. The deck is probably going to be mana hungry, and just having extra mana access is probably good. I don't think we want Mana Blossom. Restorative Focus doesn't do a ton for us, but it's fine. Guardian Strike is okay. One of the things is, like, we do still have a relatively limited total pool of cards to work with, which means that I'm more willing to just kind of throw cards in than I otherwise might be. On the grounds that, like, we're going to end up taking a lot of cards regardless. Mind Shield is okay. And Power Surge doesn't hurt. So we're doing some amount of powerful stacking. And we are doing, because we can't go all in on summons. So, because we are fighting summons, we are absolutely going to the ramparts. There are cards that drop in the ramparts that will help us with summons. Here, we don't have a ton of cards that care either way. Ruby Dragon, I'm trying to remember which enemies can do AoE. We are fighting Maw, which is a little annoying because this is the first time we fought Maw, and Maw can actually attack summons. But we'll make it through. The problem with the ICL cards is that they're good, but they'll freeze our summons as well, which we don't really want. Soothing Skies would be pretty okay with summons. Technically we can get... There's actually the other Dawn Broodmother card that we didn't see last episode would be good with summons, so we're going to go there. This is normally our turn on Shrines, but I am not doing Shrines for these videos. Reroll that. Sure. Doesn't matter. I've got tons of currency on this account anyway. But normally, if you want to be actively maintaining your bounties, you get a reroll back every time you beat a boss. And this is the best way to get Ether for unlocking new card packs. Okay. So. We did not get the mid-boss. So there are 3 mid-bosses, and 2 of them spawn in any given run. And we do not have the mid-boss that we actually wanted to see most, which, it's fine. It's fine. Everything is fine. Going here is okay. This would let us get cards that are going to be pretty good for us. Sleegays are kind of a pain in the butt to fight. This would let us get Artillery, which I haven't used in the series yet, but I think we're just going to go left. We do get to go here. We can pick up potentially Group Focus, which would be pretty good. And yeah, we'll just see how it goes. Okay. Gonna hobble. I think we're just gonna put Curse out. And we have extra mana for next turn. We are going to be bleeding, which is a little annoying. We're not taking too much damage here. Alright, we get a bunch of shield. These enemies are now not doing that much damage. And you just get more shield. Yeah, just get more shield. So our allies are going to kill our friend here. I should have highlighted the AoE attack icon while it was up, but I didn't think about it. So So generally speaking, Innit is not a huge fan of dealing with bleed, because as you can see, we tend to want to play a lot of cards every turn. But our spirits have us covered, and that is fight 1. All right, Spirit Storm is great. This is the card that we want to see the most, and getting it immediately is amazing. We can upgrade it ASAP, and it is going to do amazing work for us. This event is consistent what you get for each option, but I'm way too lazy to bother remembering what you get at each point. This guy can drop some other cards that help with allies, so we may get lucky on that, or we might not. We'll see. Okay, we drew all of our mana, which is not the thing we most wanted to see. Let's go ahead and put Weaken Arcane Leak on you. So this card is unfortunately not going to do anything for us. If you're level 10, you get to save your tools between turns, which would make that easier to use, obviously. Alright, so that is the AoE attack icon, the multi-swords. And so that's why our friendos got hurt there. So we don't have room to summon more friendos, but we can buff the friends that we have. Or we can... I think we're going to heavy stand once, and then we're going to split the difference. We're going to do some of each. Because I do want to get more shield up. I don't want to take damage I don't have to take. But at the same time, we do need to make sure that our spirits are doing work. All right, cleansing everyone, healing everyone. Just gonna help keep our spirits alive. It's worth noting this damage preview is telling us much damage we are going to take. We're tough though, which means that our spirits will take more damage than that. So this is going to give us powerful as well as our spirits, which is why that card is so good. And this is actually going to work out great. Goodbye. So we now have, yeah, 2 powerful. Alright, Arcane Leak is rude. But we can cleanse off our allies. We could have gotten 2 cleanses, but I didn't think that was relevant enough. Because just decreasing to 1 is enough that we're going to be able to largely solve our problems here. So you're going to die to the first. Actually, if we do... Oh, I pressed the wrong button. Dang it. If I'd done this, it would have died to the attack, and we would have... and both of the attacks would have gone through here, and we would have just won this turn. But I misclicked, and so we get punished. But it's fine. Reduce status on everyone, powerful for everyone. And then... It doesn't really matter what I do here. We have lethal from our summons, so just let him get it. I think we just want the extra growth. I think the extra mana... Well, this is mana and mana boost. I think that's fine. We could go here and try and get Pack Tactics, but I don't think it matters quite enough. I think I'd rather just take the event. Oh, well, we have to change our path anyway, so I guess we're going here. We could go all the way over there, but I don't think we want to. So these guys do not have area of effect attacks, so that makes life easier on us. We still have that 1 evasion from the event. We are still going to take a little bit of damage here. See here, and the tools doing good work for us. And because we had done whatever, because we had the bleed, we were able to kill that thing. All right, there's heal on everyone, which is not going to help you, and is not actually going to help you. Because you are just dead. This is not the most efficient way to do this, but I just want you to suffer. Bye. Fortunately, both of these guys rolled Arcane Rune from the weather, which ended up working out in our favor. This is going to be a take, but I think Shielding Bolt does more for us. And we can go here. So we're going to do that first. Yeah. A little unfortunate. We may as well do this, although it doesn't do anything for us. This is where, like, not having level 10 in a passive is unfortunate. This guy's going to try and set up to start doing mean things to us. We're just going to get some curse out. We ignore the shock, which means that this turn is going to be a lot easier to weather. Yeah, like this is a little awkward because it does cleanse off the enemies. We don't have to play it. Instead, we take advantage of shock for our own benefit. Alright, we do have incoming damage, but we've also got outgoing damage. Goon Squad prevail. Alright, this is actually a decent amount of damage, but we are going to be able to get tough set up, which should help us. I may end up cutting Mana Shower just because I don't know that the cleanse is worth the annoyance of dealing with the... I may have underestimated how much that cleanse is going to annoy me. So there's a chance we get critical here, which would be annoying. Alright, but it actually ends up being just perfect. That dork goes down. Yeah, we can take this Arcane Silence and cut the... whatchamacallit? Extra starting mana is good. We're going to upgrade the Spirit Swarm. We're going to cut the Mana Shower. And we're going to move on. Alright. This fight could be annoying. This guy has a tendency to do this, which is not my favorite thing to have happen. But this works out pretty nicely. All right. Gotta get mana out of this. The only thing is I want to play this, but I also want to play that. I can't play both. How much is the tough worth? I don't think it's worth taking damage here is the point. I don't remember if that's AoE Arcane or not. If it is AoE, it's going to be annoying because these guys aren't tough and they're going to explode. But they can survive it, so... It is. Yeah, they'll survive. It's fine. They just lose powerful. Ideally, we kill you before you can summon, but we'll see. Alright, that gives ambush, which means that my guys can crit. They didn't need to, they had the lethal anyway, but you don't get to summon. Summoning is our thing. You do get to hit us though. Hitting things is not our thing. So. And this is a gargoyle. It's going to split into a smaller form once we kill it. Or after our friends kill it more accurately. Should have played that out first, actually. Doesn't matter. Goon Swarm prevail. This is very good. It's hard to pass this up. Even for a group focus. I think that is just such a good card, especially after since we gave up our other AoE cleanse. I don't really remember what from here is useful. Oh, hey, look, it's our friend again. Gonna get another shot at group focus. This time, we do not have a squad. So we just have to eat it. And by eat it, I mean take 0 damage. Oh, take 1 damage twice because it's a powerful stack. Wow. We can do this, which will do some work, but I think getting tough is probably going to do more for us because it means that we're not going to explode, and not exploding is good. Obviously, yeah, getting the extra summon out turn 1 was not what we were hoping to see. And then I think we're going to detonate everything once, which will kill this guy effectively, because it'll take away the evasion, which means that can die there. It takes away the pack tactics here, which is why this damage went down so much. Is there mana over here? There is not. So we are just going to do that, which means that our friendos are now going to get to attack the big jerk directly. He is going to summon another friend, but it's not going to save him overall. Just gives all this a bunch of powerful. That's probably the correct play. We don't need extra shield, and I think this means that we are guaranteed to take out this guy. Yeah. Which means that you're now going to be dead this turn, I'm pretty sure. I only realized that we didn't find any bandages, so we didn't get any healing. Bonk. That'll show you for ambushing me. We are absolutely going to reroll and take this group focus. I need that mana. That's not bad. Don't really have anything I'm looking to cut. We may cut, if we can find another Spirit Storm, we may cut a Thriving Spirit. But not yet. Alright. This fight's going to be annoying because he's going to keep trying to summon over our friends. The one in the back is going to be safe, but any of them that are further up are going to get replaced. Just going to go for the explosion. Although, probably the Frail was actually more valuable there. Guy's legs are hidden. Okay, so the important thing here is they're going to kill this. He's going to summon another one, and then they're just going to kill that too. This guy is going to keep summoning indefinitely, and then once the shield breaks, he is going to oh, I was hoping I was going to be able to get the kill here off of the bleed, but no such luck. Anyway, once the shield breaks, he is going to stop being able to summon, and he is going to have to, or once the shield breaks, he's going to summon 2 of them immediately, which is going to replace this guy. That's the words I meant to say. Not he's going to be forced to not summon. He is actually the opposite. All right, we could play this. We could play this. Gives a lot more shield to our friends, and gives tough. So I think that's what we're going to do. And we're going to prevent the shield from coming out. Yeah, this guy's just going to loop those 3 actions that he's done so far until we win. Boop. Boop. But yeah, it is obviously a little frustrating that he's just going to keep letting us summon dorks. Or he's going to keep summoning dorks, which is going to keep, getting in our way. Especially since, as I have mentioned, he is absolutely going to replace this guy as soon as that happens. Nice thing is, this guy's not going to get a turn, because he's going to get killed. Let me just kill that jerk. Alright. See if we can get him to drop the card we want from him after we finish this fight. And there he goes. So the other card that gets dropped here is called Mecha Suit, and it will give us a ton of sturdy, which is very tempting. I think we're going to do it. It's not a card that I have had much chance to actually use, so getting to use it is going to be fun. I don't think we need more shield per ally. I think we're going to upgrade either Depth Focus or Haunted Memories, because those are both very good. Could upgrade one of these. It gives us a stronger spirit to begin with. It does 4x2 instead of 3x2, and then we'll, of course, have more powerful. But I think upgrading a focus... I should upgrade Haunted Memories. I talked in the other video about why upgrading Haunted Memories is generally better. I just wasn't thinking. Had a brief lapse of braining. Broodmother did show up, so we can go after Protect the Brood, potentially. Protect the Brood is very good. It gives us 10 shield, plated 3 this turn, or it gives this to us and all of our allies, which is just pretty nice. Between these cards, don't really care about most of it. Just gonna go here and work on summoning out the squad. Alright. Gonna give some shield to our allies. I don't remember if these guys actually do any AoE attacks, but you know, it just seems nice to make sure that they have some stuff. Okay. Put Arcane Leak on you. Gonna get mana out of that, I think. So now we have Tough and Sturdy, which are both good things. Even more shield. We took away this guy's Fire Mastery so we don't take extra damage from burn. Not that we are on fire, although our guys are about to be on fire because of this guy being unfriendly. Vulnerable. Oh, whoops. So the problem with doing that the way I did is that now all of our Thriving Spirits are in our hand. On the wrong side of the shuffle pile. Could have done the, that. Decided I would rather just buff out the spirits. I thought that was more important. Because, of course, in order to win this, we do need the spirits to be strong. We need them to get swole. Alright, just take you out. That has less damage than our spirits are going to do. Perfectly calculated. So this guy is now going to explode and die. Took more than 10 damage because you take extra damage from arcane detonations if you are shocked or frozen. So we shocked him and then we followed up with an arcane detonation, and that was that. Oh man, just gonna get turbo value. If I played that first, we would have won. It's fine. Hooray, we're murderers. We are going into Maw, which makes me want to take just more shield. So this has a really long tail that makes it cyan. And that gives us just this card that is removed after we play it. It's, to be clear, it is removed for the fight, so we can get it back every fight. We'll just go here. I would like Spectral Focus. Although these guys do AoE, which is really annoying. They can threaten our spirits, which I do not want to deal with. So I think we're actually going to go here instead. Oh wait, we found a Sharpening Stone. So Sharpening Stone will upgrade a card in hand for the rest of combat, which is sweet. We'd love to see it. Oh man, we got another one. Just immediately. So he's going to apply Arcane... He was trying to apply Arcane Leak to us, but we had Purity, so it couldn't. And it just is so good. Just get to do so much stuff. Just be like, whatever you're going to do, instead you don't. Alright. We're just going to get mana here. I think we're at a point where we just want a lot of mana. So if you're curious, like, why we have the number of summons we do, it's because this guy is double wide, which means that we can't have that many summons on the board at the same time. So, like, because normally there's 4 enemy spots, but this guy's taking up 2 spaces, so there would be 1 enemy here, 1 enemy here. And then, like, this space we always have. Enemies can't ever be in this space, because this is my space, not Facebook. We got frozen. That's okay. We do not care. You're going to die. You're going to eat a beating. Alright. Bump and bump. And just summon out more friends. You know, because the ones we had weren't deadly enough. And there we go. We don't really have a way to use powerful right now. This isn't bad, though. Just throwing out random statuses and seeing what happens. Absolutely, we'll take an upgrade. I still think upgrading mana is pretty good right now. This gives us at least +1. We need at least 2 allies alive for this to be more than +1. I don't think Group Focus Plus is that good. Because you need 3 allies for it to be better than just like upgrading another mana card. And there's just enough fights where you can't get out that many allies. Trying to think. I think we just upgrade. I think we are going to upgrade one of these. Or do we just upgrade one of these? Mana is just an issue, is the thing. I think we upgrade one of those. Alright. Normally I would plan to path into this fight to get the good cards, but I don't think this fight will go well against our spirits. I would like to be over here to get Sun, but we're going to be able to get 1 Sun card by going this route. And I would like to get Protect the Brood. It's going to help us a lot against Maw. This fight is going to be a pain in the butt because we are going to end up accidentally freezing out our friendos. Just going to get Curse out. So, if you have watched my other episodes, this weather event has shown up a lot. Every time we play a non-mana card, we apply Frost to ourselves. Should have played that out first. I wasn't thinking. Without this, we don't get the draw 2. We do want that growth. Right, so yeah, usually like we'll end up freezing our allies. That's just going to slow them down. The good news is it's not really going to do anything to stop us. Broodmother feels like she should be a summoner, but she's not. Not really. Because she's going to give us cards and she'd be like, hey, do you want to summon some enemies that are going to ruin your day? And we say, no, that sounds like a stupid idea. Why would we do that? And she frowns and gets sad and doesn't do anything to punish us. It's great. It's great for us. It's, you know, it's a tragedy for her. Real sad. Sorry for bringing down the mood like that, but I should have discarded that. Oh, we were going to get frozen here. Let's get chilled out on everyone. Alright, squad unfreezes. Binta freezes. cleansing off the... It's showing me now that if I was clever, what I would have done is line things up so that I could cleanse off the freeze on this guy by taking 2 of the whatever. And I didn't do that. Anyway. So we are now drawing these cards, which are trash that we don't want. But we just don't play them. That's how this goes. Just don't play the trash cards. And then that's a weather lethal from Icy Gale. Not everyone is going to make it through okay, though. Alright. We're going to reroll and we're going to take the other card here. Protect the Brood. It's an amazing shield card. It's going to keep our squad alive. The upgrade is pretty underwhelming. It's not really what we're looking for. But it does mean that I think we can cut the heavy stand. Because we have this for sturdy, so we don't need the heavy stand for that. And then we have other sources of tough. I'll just cut one of our more expensive cards, which is nice. And then we're going to upgrade... we upgraded one of the I think we upgraded one of the members. I'll give upgrading the other one, but I think we want to go ahead and upgrade Thriving Spirit. Why not? We would like another Spirit Swarm, if we can find one, but... odds of that. So this guy's a jerk. And unfortunately, so far we haven't found anything that would let us. We haven't found the summons. So the only thing about this guy is that he scales up and does more stuff every turn. And does AoE attacks every time. Fortunately, he doesn't get a turn this time. Turn. So I would like to protect the Brood on this, but I can't. You're going to unfreeze and cause problems next turn. Right, actually doesn't do an AoE this turn. So naturally this is the turn that gets frozen forcibly. Alright, just going to give some powerful. And we're just going to do that. Because we don't really have anything else to do. Alright. Making our spirits tough. Alright. And then this turn's going to be a problem because you are actually going to try and actually going to be able to freeze our dorks. Wait, no, maybe it cycles over the weakest thing it does. I don't know. Alright, cool. So you don't quite get frozen this turn. You are going to get frozen next turn. It happens. So that's going to give us purity. Which means that you're not actually going to get frozen. Just put curse on you, actually. Put curse on us. You're so close to dying. Rude. I think we have this, though. I think you're both just going to get got. As long as you don't accidentally freeze our friendos. Summon a bonus friendo. And lethal. That all worked out. So we could take this, but I think that freezing our friends is enough of a downside that we don't want to do it. Just take the extra growth card. And then we will just go here, and that's fine. And here we go, sunny day. So this is kind of annoying. Every time we draw an extra card, it's going to heal everyone, including our enemies. But we also just get bonus max health, which is, you know, pretty sweet. Who doesn't love bonus max health? Man, I would love to be able to do something. Actually, this actually is pretty good. Just because it lets us take away the fire mastery. We are looking at exploding here. Nothing we can do about that. Oh man, that's actually really rough. The way that sequences. Because we do actually get shocked here. But the growth in the mana boost is definitely appreciated because it's just going to give us a lot more to work with this turn. And so we are going to take a little bit of damage here, but it's basically irrelevant. And the reason we still have shield is because, of course, we have shield bot. Guy tried to trip burn on everyone, but nobody was on fire, so it didn't matter. And then bonus tough and sturdy for everyone. And yes, so even though this our friendos don't have max shield, they will get still the extra shield gained bonus, I believe, which is pretty nice. So even though it may look like it's useless, it isn't. Let's see what we draw with this. Okay, yeah, we do want mana out of that then. Golem is basically toast. Spirit's going to take him down. I think that's worth more than playing out. We are looking at exploding though. Yeah, once again, the explosion eats the purity, and then we get shocked. But this time, nobody's going to follow up that shock yet. You can try and trip Burt on us. We're just going to do a relatively small amount of damage that we can easily manage. Let's go ahead and we're going to want a little more shield, and we'll just give shield to our allies. And at this point, we do have a monster of a spirit that is absolutely going to crush these jerks. They're at a pretty big amount of power. These two are already a pretty big amount of powerful, more than I was kind of expecting, but oh, but it's because of the shock. That's why it looks like we're taking so much damage. Duh. So we're not actually taking anywhere near this much damage. Yeah, because there's the shock gone. And then this second one is going to do nowhere near that much damage. Our friends here are just going to go to town, and they are going to kill off the other dorks, and we end at full health. We end up 10 health more than we started with. Pretty great. This is not the card we were hoping to see. This is pretty good, though. It's just quite a lot of mana. Because its baseline is +3 mana, and then once we've got Arcane set all the way up, it is like +5 mana, I think. So we do get tough here, which is going to be nice because we really don't want this guy to explode. To be able to turbo status. I'm so used to this guy doing like 30, even with like weak or tough. But, you know, there are benefits to being on whatever. Get the extra shield. I don't know why I bothered getting that extra shield. That damage wasn't worth it. I was kind of hoping we would see a different thing that we didn't see. That's pretty okay, though. We get to block the incoming freeze with the Purity. You're going to do your best to try and do something to us. Right. And then this is going to take away the runes, which is going to make your day quite a bit worse. Although you are going to detonate us, it is not going to do anything other than like 1 damage. That Clint's a little annoying. They're no longer weak, and we're no longer tough. But we can reapply weak. Okay. I didn't trigger the speaking after that, but I wanted to. This guy could be about to do a lot of frustration. Alright, freeze is actually kind of the least bad. Spin that, get rid of that. Just get rid of that, I think. Yeah, as usual, we have a spirit that is becoming a monster. Just 1 turn at a time. Segway's powerful, and then the Arcane Leaf's going to trip, and then the beating is going to resume. Hey, you think you're so tough? Doing like 2x4? You think that's damage? So the shock doesn't actually do that much for us, unfortunately, because of a quirk of how things work out. But you know, it's the principal thing. Let's just give our buddy more shield. He's earned it. Alright, now we can send more friends. This is the revenge hit that it tries to do. You know, really trying to make us pay for killing his friend, but our friends are better. That's all there is to it. Oh no. Did we need to do this? No. But we're going to do this. And some beatings come in. Oh no, we're shocked. Oh no. And you get owned. All right. Probably just take the gathered equipment and then upgrade it. Gives us a way to actually use all that powerful we've been stacking. I don't think I like either of these that much. Like, this doesn't do that much for us, but I think it's better overall. And yeah, we're just going to upgrade the gather equipment, because that is a great upgrade. We get to do a lot of value with it. I still don't really want to cut anything. Like, the elemental shed has been okay. So we're fighting Maw. There's a thing I need to keep remembering, which does mean that we get value out of turn to gunk in the Maw fight. Plus, we can just turn tools into gunk, which is pretty good. But if we go this direction, we can get Convene with Shadows, which is, you know, a way to summon another ally, which is fun. Give me a second. Sneeze. Yeah. Okay, so the one thing is, though, that these guys, these Prowlers do have a tendency to spam opportunist attacks, which is super annoying. But I am going to go up this way anyway. And unsurprisingly, this video is probably going to end up being longer than the previous videos in this series. You're going to take a little bit of damage here, but shield bot doing work. Kind of going to just delete that, but I guess it's fine. It's fine. You're probably going to actually take a little bit of damage here, because that's going to take out one of the temporary plated. And then, yeah, we're going to take 1x3. Oh, no! Okay. Let's go. I'm gonna get all that sturdy up. We don't actually have room to summon a friend though, but that's fine. Pack tactics, you say? That's cute. You're going to explode when you die. That's fine. And now you're just going to die. And your pack tactics is gone, so you're not going to do any damage. Strategy or something. Kind of resembles strategy if you squint. Mostly it's bullying, for being honest. And sometimes you just go out and get hammered. Sure. More sturdy's fine. Don't really want to spend the reroll token here. This fight could be a pain in the butt, like I said, because this guy's going to be a jerk and can do area of effect attacks. If the mood strikes him. I mean, the mood may not strike him, you know. If the mood doesn't strike him, we will. Or something. No debuffs for us, and no reflect for them. Yeah, see, like, this is an AoE attack, and it's a pretty nasty one. So, which, the other annoying thing here is, like, this is also a lifesteal hit, so he heals a whole bunch of health off of hitting us. Alright, shield for everyone. Basically just deciding, do I want to play that? I think the answer is no. Just gonna do that. Oh, you also have an AoE attack. I forgot about that. And AoE poison. Waiting for all these to come out. Could get bonks, but I don't think I want them. I'm just gonna keep shielding up allies and myself. All the mana. Reinforce the Goon Squad, and reinforce me. Unfortunately, there's the big AoE attack coming out here, which is going to be really annoying because he's going to heal for 1,000,000. Probably should have done that first. Just whatever. Important thing is, you're now dead. So now we just have one enemy left. And this one isn't healing at least. Although, it is poisoning our friendos. I'm gaining Reflect. Happy to play that twice. Alright, we can actually do everything we want to do here. And now, Goon Squad is going to come and be mean. Just go shield to allies. We have plenty of shield for us. I mean, the allies also have plenty of shield, but yeah, there goes all the purity from the poison blood tripping. Happy to just do that. And even do that for an extra detonation. And yeah, you're just gonna die. Get dunked on. It's not the card we're looking for. Just debating if it's worth re-rolling here. I don't think so. I think I want to save the reroll for the mid boss. Just take another Mind Seed for now. Okay. These guys are annoying because they have hidden, but you know what they can't do? They cannot. It's the other thing to ruin our day. Do I want the purity, or I think in this fight I would rather just have the sturdy. Yeah, so they're just going to evade constantly, which is really annoying, but they don't scale up that much. They don't hit that hard, so they don't have that much health. So we just need to keep summoning dorks until they can't live anymore. Because they're going to keep popping in and out hidden every other turn. And of course, while they're hidden, they have about a 100% chance to evade. Real science number, don't bother checking tooltips. I wouldn't lie to you, probably. Let's... I don't think they do any AoE, so we just get shield for us. Should go for that. Awesome. Exactly what I wanted to see. Yeah. Pretty okay to have a copy of that, although we will need mana. Copy this, use just to get all the mana we need. Just gonna Arcane Blast him for value. If we do all the Arcane Blasting first, we can get more value out of this. And you're dead. And they're sitting back. Screw it. I'm going to ruin my draw pile. Hey, got him. Alright, this is great. It copies cards, it gives shield to allies. What's not to love? We're not actually doing that much damage. So, this is mostly just like bonus arcane detonation damage, which we are doing an okay amount of those. Just go here. We don't need to... Actually... Going into Maul will take a second Pure Coast Crystal. This fight's going to be annoying. Because he's going to be constantly trying to summon over us. So, we do have to be aware of that. This doesn't work out great in terms of mana distribution. Actually, no, that's fine. Because those are the two things I most wanted to do. Important thing is, we need to get a guy ready to start killing summons. Because we cannot let ourselves get overrun. Ah, that is not the button I meant to press. It's fine. And we can just get one of these guys for now. That guy's just gonna... So the nice thing about killing with the explosion is that it ensured, or killing with the arcane detonation is that it took away some of the unstable, so slightly less damage we would have taken otherwise. Not much less, mind you, but some less. And summon this guy, and then we are going to absolutely just get more shield on our dorks, so they don't just die. And we're absolutely just going to play that out. Get all this powerful out, even though one of them is about to get replaced by a summon. Being honest, I did not think about this fight potentially living. Actually, that's fine. You can just do this twice. Super turtler dorks. There's not really a point in giving out shield. I think we're just going to do that once and then in turn. The reason it's not really worth it is because the one that is going to actually need shield is about to get just summoned over. It's going to be outright replaced. Not much we can do about that. I do kind of wish I could get rid of this guy because he is easily the weakest link. Alright, preventing that summon is nice. You know what? Screw that guy. It's actually pretty nice that we're getting these detonations off here, because it reduces the amount of powerful that's in play. So I could play this, or I can play that. I think playing this is more valuable, because it gets damage out, which is the main concern right now, I think. It's actually going better than I kind of expected. Helps that we have like a lot of ally shield. Way more than I'm used to having. Do I even care about copying stuff? Not really. Bye. Just kill you. There we go. Now you're dead. Means that all of our damage is going to get straight in on the boss. And he is not summoning this turn, which means that he is just going to be dead. It feels wrong to take the kill away from our friendos. So we're not going to. It's definitely a conscious choice. We totally could have killed him right now if we wanted to. We just didn't want to. Boom. Got him. And we can convene with shadows. We didn't even have to spend a reroll token. Gonna upgrade it so we get Shadow Burst Plus. And I would cut this, but we're kind of still dependent on it. I don't know that we still need the Hobble, though. I don't know, I probably should have double checked what our fights are after this, because I probably should have kept Hobble for these. It'll be fine. This fight in particular. Although, we do reduce a lot of damage just by doing that. And then Shield Bot's got us covered for the rest of it, mostly. Okay. See what we get out of this. We'll take more Shield and Sturdy. Take more draw. Boop, boop. Do that primarily just to turn this on. Doing that for the extra shield, and we will enter. Alright. Yeah, you can eat my hits for me. I believe in you, buddy. And then we are just going to I guess we can do that. Feel like draw some mana here. Absolutely no luck on the mana front. So I can play this. So I can play this, but like, it doesn't do that much for me, is the problem. But it does help keep you alive. And that's going to divide 60 shield. Yeah, it's not worth 60 shield to do that. But yeah, like, you see here, like, we just... Look at all this stuff that our poor Spirit is dealing with that we don't have to. course, the flip side to that is that now our spirit is imperiled and will die, but knew the risks. And now attention focuses back to us. Our valiant spirit has done all he can to eat attention from us. We are very cursed. Hopefully we'll find some bandages to help us heal. Don't forget that. I don't really want to copy that, but I guess I probably should. Because you have so much damage incoming. Right, here's the thing. Shield for us. Our faithful spirit is gonna tank it like a champ. Yeah, the AoE attacks will go to everyone. Taunt doesn't affect that. But spirit ever goes down, it's going to explode for a ton of damage. I don't think that spirit's actually going to go down, though. We've trained him too well to give up. I just don't want him to die is the thing. Like, he's more useful to us alive than dead, but... I needed that. I could have copied this. I thought I didn't have enough mana, but I wasn't paying attention. Totally have enough mana. Oh, it's fine. Copy that. Should cleanse our allies. And also us. Boop. So the interesting thing here is, like, in theory, normally you would think, like, if this is a 20 arcane, we're like doing our damage arcane, this is less damage, right? But not really, because we're applying 2 arcane detonations, which is worth, with the frozen and the shocked, 22 damage. So this is actually 40 damage becomes 44 damage. The main thing is that, like, only even numbers count. But anyway, the point is, the squad is just having a good time. And once again, like, we could steal good squad's kill, but why would we? I earned that kill. Absolutely, we're going to reroll and take a dig through muck because, look, I haven't really, it hasn't come into up in this series yet, but I love dig through muck so much. This is just better. We don't really care about we don't care at all really about the spell damage, and starting max mana is better. We don't really care about this stone skin, I think. We have enough other tough sources. On the downhill slope of this run for sure. Alright, very glad that we hit that, because hitting that meant that we got value. Fortunately, we still get a shield there, even if we can't actually get the whatever value. Playing out cards just gets more detonations. And you've basically seen this fight before. know the drill. We're going to just whittle through the plated and whatever. Gonna take mana here, I think. Whittle through the hidden, the hidden and the other stuff, which is going to put us in a good position to just, you know, have the fight go our way. All right, so Dig to the Muck does a lot for us because it's just going to give us a bunch of cards we can then turn into value. If we don't get mana, it's a little unfortunate, but we did get mana, so, you know. Okay. Bye. Oh, we're taking a little bit of damage here. It's okay. 10 damage totally is nothing. And this is going to be another run where we don't end up, I think, resting. Because we don't have to rest, so we're not going to. Because it feels cooler to not rest. I'm going to lose one more health here. That's okay. Whatever. I don't actually want to summon this dork out, I think. But I do want to get rid of that evasion. So that the squad can finish that guy off, and now we are down to just this guy. Could duplicate the Canino Shadow, but that doesn't seem that useful. Alright, there's the healing. Got all of the bandages. Look, Shadowbone Wisp is just doing its best, okay? It's not the Wisp's fault that its best just isn't that good. Just take the Contemplate, I think. A pretty long card draw. Alright, so first card we play turn gets eaten. That's what tools are for. Okay. We would like more mana. Unfortunately, there's not a ton we can do about that. We are going to get to do that, which is going to take the burn off of our friends, which is important because the burn does a lot of damage in this fight. Scorching Winds. So this guy's going to be a jerk, and in a couple turns is going to do a pretty big AoE attack, which could kill our friends, especially with this jerk also present, especially with his burn damage. So we'll see how that shakes out. I think we could just get rid of that entirely. I'd really like to have gotten to play out some things. Fortunately, Shield Boss is going to kick in here. Gonna save us some health. Unfortunately, these guys are now in dire danger. Gonna take that, copy that. And these guys are going to need a lot of shield to keep them alive. We also are going to use some shield. Just going to have to hope that's enough. We do get to take away some of the powerful that's set up here. Okay, yeah, so we ended up being able to save them. Right, we aren't actually tough here, so that's why we're taking so much damage. And in this turn, we were really going to hope we find tough, because if we do not, it could be bad. Alright. We do get weak, which we absolutely want to get out. Alright, we found tough. Like, Innis tools are so good. Okay. Gonna pitch that. Because doing these is way more valuable to us. So, by the way, one of the goals here is if our summons kill this, then the shell doesn't immediately get turns. Which is pretty handy. Alright, trigger burn twice on everyone, but we were in an okay position for that. Alright. I was hoping to get freeze off. I don't think I actually want to do taunt on any of my dorks. Although, I think I will. I think you're close enough to death that I want to go ahead and set up the possibility. Yeah, because you were just going to die anyway. Or, oh no, you didn't quite. Huh. Because like getting the AoE 30 damage would be pretty cool. Alright, so you are going to lose one of your You're going to lose one of your frenzy ranks to this guy. And then I don't love that we're going to be bleeding, but oh, but we're not. Because we're not eating any of this damage. It's beautiful. Alright. So this guy's gonna die to bleed. Yeah, no, we can't even save him with this. Well, we could. Be a long walk for it, though, and I don't think it's worth it. Especially considering that, like, you're gonna die. Alright. Just making our way through this burn fight one turn at a time. There we go. This isn't bad. I'll take it. It's not super useful, but it's not terrible. Alright, no CPU this time. We just have to fight this dork, who is probably going to just be a pushover, if I had to guess. Alright, so that does give him a little bit of shield, but whatever. We are actually going to take some damage, unfortunately, because we got a relatively rough turn one. That means I could rest before the final fight in order to be at full health, but yeah, that'll be fine. Oh, I should have summoned first so that our allies would get shield. Although this guy does do AoE attacks, so that's irrelevant, but it's the principle of the thing, really. No point in getting any shield. It's not just for us, so. This guy's just always going to be on aggro mode all the time because that's just what he does. Just do that. The other equipment's probably better, but look at this guy trying to set up buffs. Who does he think he is? You're not gonna get to keep those buffs. One way or another. You're gonna lose your buffs and your life. And then Goon Squad kills. I think we take that. We are going into Maw, so having extra shield on our allies is pretty good. Having double cleanse is pretty okay. It's just upgrading. At this point, just upgrade the last summon card. We didn't end up finding another Spirit Storm, but the one we found early has done enough, and we don't need to rest. See what we get out of this. Right, we are going to want some tough. We get a freeze out. No such luck. It's okay. Oh, by the way, so the way that I have 2 Pure Coast Crystals, super late on mentioning this, is that it is one of the only items that can show up as in always this shows up in this event and in the regular item pool. So if you have it from the regular item pool and then you get the event, you can have it twice. I realize I should have mentioned that like way sooner. Get our first summon out. And we're just, I'll go ahead and play one of these. It's gonna force a shuffle, and that'll mean that like it puts all of our whatchamacallits back in the draw pile. All of our summon cards back in the draw pile, which we would like. Huh. Do this. Do that. Get that out of the hand. Just want to make sure that we just get rid of those cards. Okay. And you see this fight just pretty thoroughly under control, I would say. He's going to just draw us guaranteed Shielding Bolt. Just Shielding Bolt. And we can play this out to redraw Shielding Bolt, but I'm just going to Sanctuary to get rid of some of the curse that's on us. You poor fool, you're never getting to kill our spirits. Our spirits are too strong for you. You don't even get a turn this turn. Love some of the damage that that Bayonator had done. Mana, please, thank you. Ooh. Gonna copy that. Just get all this dirty because I can. And go and get that detonation off. Alright. Busy, stack, and powerful over here. Don't mind me. Purity is not going to help you. Absolutely, we're just going to copy mana though. And we just get mighty. Oh no! I think this guy trying to actually do stuff. Take away the rest of the whatchamacallit. And then just go ahead and cleanse off the last bit of curse that we had. We will get cursed again here, but our friends will not because they are cool like that. This isn't the most efficient thing we could be doing, but it's what I want to do, so it's what we're doing. Alright, there goes your powerful. Here comes our powerful. And we'll just cleanse off some of that. Oh no. I don't remember how many of these we still have. Probably more than we would like. Probably just getting a mana out of that. Get a copy of the cleanse. Go for the beating. Trying to mostly just draw back into you know, that one card that we have. This one. Beautiful. But we are going to let our friends get the final kill in, because we're not going to be jerks and kill steal them. So, we've wrapped up this kill nice and tight for him. And, yeah. Goodbye. And that's Inna. So like I said, you can kind of do anything with Inna. The spirits end up being pretty good in depth 3 when you don't have idols on, especially you get pretty lucky on cards. Defensive field helps a lot with giving you some fallback, but obviously having these spirit helmets is hugely important for dealing with this jerk, and the Protect the Brood also super helpful for preventing our guys from getting cursed. So yeah, slower than the other runs, which is unsurprising. It is Inna, and I decided to play a slower deck. Now that I have Sharpening Strike, like that opens up more aggressive lines for Inna, but that's not available at level 4, which is kind of what I'm trying to show off. So that is going to be it for this time. I will see you next time. Until then, toodles.